Okay, we're finally doing it. Finishing this Flappy Bird, and that's it. I'm gonna work on something else finally. Okay, so first we're gonna add a high score thingy to our UI. All right, so let's go ahead and add a new text object, and I think it's this one. And let's go ahead and name it high score text. But we low-key do not want it to be on top of the other text. So let's move it over here. This would be good. Let's make it bigger. Try 72. It should be big enough. How does that look? It could look better, but there it is. That works. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're gonna go to our logic script, and you can see this is where it adds the player score. But basically what we need to set up is a player prefs variable thingy. Let's make another text thing, public text, and we'll call it high score text. Here we're gonna have this, and then at the end of this I'm gonna say if player score is less than player pref dot get int, and then we're gonna call, this is the name of the variable in player prefs, we're gonna call it high score. And the automatic value it's gonna have before like it's set as anything is gonna be 0, and that should be good. So we're saying if the player score is less than our high score, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set player prefs, we're gonna set that to player score. Then after this, we are going to go into our high score text, and we're gonna set it equal to player prefs dot get int high score 0. And then we also need to set it to string. And then also I think I'm gonna have to put in like high score, so hopefully that works. And then one more thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have, actually no, this right here with the toString, I'm gonna put it up with the high score text. So I'm just gonna say equals, I was missing the P, we're gonna have that. And actually we probably need this too. Well, first what we need to do is save this, then okay, so the issue I had with that error that popped up was when I tried to set the variable right here, right when I called it. So I made this, when the game starts, it's gonna set high score text to what it needs to be. And I did try running the game and it did not change our high score up here, but I think that's because in Logic Manager there's nothing set for the high score text, so I gotta drag this into there. Okay, so it's not actually text mesh. I need to go down to legacy and then put text. So with high score text, it's gonna be up there. Can make this white. There we go. So yeah, now let's go to Logic Manager. Let's take our high score text and drag it in. So let's run the game. High score set to 0. We see right there. It should update. Oh, so we have a problem. So at the start, it is changing our high score, setting our player prefs variable, but basically this whole if statement is not running when we add our score. Oh, it should be greater than. If our score is greater than the high score, then we want to change the high score, obviously, because right now we can't get a score less than 0, so this should fix it. I'm excited, guys. This is the last thing before I can move. Oh, our high score changed. So now, this is just keeping track of the score. What we want to do is when we die, let's play again. Okay, high score is 4. That works. Then let's make it 2. Let's go to main menu. Now, let's open it back up. High score is still 4. That's good. Okay, let's get 5 this time. I'm gonna skip it so you guys don't have to. 5. Okay, and I do like how it updates. And low key, you know what I might do? Watch. So the high score resets each time we play, I think. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, I like that. I like that. It saves across all our gaming history. So what I want to do is right here when we're actually changing our high score, I'm gonna say new, just new high score. So when we are playing and we get a new high score, it's gonna like let you know you got a new high score. But normally it's just going to be high score. And I want to know how to reset this back to 0. Like go into our player prefs, which I'm sure it's somewhere. I'll figure it out. Okay, now we're going to get 8. I'm going to cut that out. Boom, new high score 8. Beautiful, beautiful. And so you see the problem there is just that the text isn't like the text box isn't big enough. So let's go here, high score text. Let's just make it bigger. Yeah, that should be good. And then if we ever want to reset the high score, this is what we would use down here. And maybe I'll make it like an option later in the game. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, this is useful to know. We finally finished the game, guys. Now I can do whatever I want. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I want to make a fishing game, so I might try to do some fishing stuff. We'll see.